Hi, I'm Brian Marsh, your potential coach. Have you ever thought, what if I never reach my ambition? That's today's conversation. Stay tuned. We're going to talk about how to overcome that fear. And the first point in that discussion is reframing the entire word ambition. Ambition is a journey. It is not a one-time event. You have to see ambition as a lifelong pursuit. So what is your ambition? What are you trying to accomplish? What is your potential? What is your capacity to achieve that ambition? Those are all questions that you should be asking yourself in this moment, right now. What is my capacity to actually achieve my ambition? The answer to that question depends on what your ambition is. Is your ambition to further your current career? Then you can decide what your capacity to achieve that is. Is your ambition to find a spouse and get married? Then my question is, what is your capacity to actually achieve that? What is your ability to actually attract the person that you want to be with for the rest of your life? We've talked about capacity. Now we need to find out if you actually have the capacity to get to where you want to go. But if you don't have the capacity to get there, now we have to have another conversation, and that conversation involves what skills, what tools, what resources do you need to avail yourself of in order to increase your capacity? Now, the answer to that question is the tools and the resources and the skills that you need will certainly depend on the ambition that you have. So you have to decide what your ambitions are and what skills and tools you will actually need in order to achieve your ambition. On the point of fear and ambition, in order to change and get to where you want to go, there's a 4-step process that I will walk you through now. The first of that 4 steps is awareness. You have to create an awareness around where you want to be and how to get there. In short, you need a plan. But before you develop the plan, you have to develop a keen awareness. I'm always asked, Brian, what is awareness? You always talk about awareness. What does that mean? Awareness is simply being conscious of something today or right now that you were not conscious of yesterday or a moment ago. It's simply increasing your capacity of awareness, of consciousness. So the first step to getting to where you want to be is awareness. The second step is developing an intention. That's step number 2. Step number 1 was awareness. Step number 2 is intention. And it's important for you to understand that intention must be input-based. It cannot be outcome-based. So set your intention, understand where you want to go, what you want to do, what type of capacity you want to increase, and be intentional about that. And then step number 3, of course, is discipline. You have to be disciplined. Once again, I'm always asked, what is discipline? You always talk about being disciplined. I'll give you a very brief definition of discipline. Discipline is doing what you are supposed to do, doing it the way you are supposed to do it, and doing it that way each and every time. If you follow those 3 steps to discipline, you will create a successful habit. And then the last step that I'll talk to you about is another D word. It is decide. Decide. Now, some time ago, I actually learned what the word decide means. I've said this before. I got my degree in speech communication, so words matter. The reason that I'm suggesting to you right now that you have to decide is because the word decide, D-E, comes from the Latin word which means of or from. Side, C-I-D-E, means to cut off. So what do you do when you decide? You actually cut off every other option that could exist. So once you decide to do something, every other option no longer exists for you. So awareness, intention, discipline, and decision are the 4 steps for you to transform your situation and increase your capacity. Now that you've increased your capacity, we move to the last step, which is deciding if you're dead yet. And if you're watching this video, obviously you're not dead yet. And the reason that that becomes important is because you will never be younger than you are in this moment. You'll never be younger than you are right now. So get started. Make today your due day to get started. Today is not Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Saturday, whatever day you're watching this video. Today is due day. Get started on increasing your capacity. Get started on achieving your ambition so you can live the life you were designed to live on purpose. This is Brian Marsh, your potential coach. For more information, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. See you next time.